Well, if you're planning on traveling this Thanksgiving week, you will not be alone. According to AAA, nearly 80 million Americans will be on the move for the holiday. That number is a record and is nearly 1/4 of the entire U.S. population. CBS's Chanel Call is at Newark Liberty International Airport in New Jersey. Chanel, it doesn't look too packed there right now, does it?
Well, Jerika, it's the calm before the storm here at Newark Airport. Travelers here and across the country are hoping to beat that holiday rush.
Across the country, airports are already teeming with travelers heading to Thanksgiving destinations before peak travel days.
I found it was cheaper to fly on a Sunday, and then I'm coming back on Friday so I can beat that rush.
2.8 million people are expected to fly Tuesday. It's a similar story on Wednesday. But next Sunday could set an all-time record, with more than 3 million expected to pass through airport security nationwide.
We are ready across 433 federalized airports to ensure passengers can complete the screening process within our established wait times of 30 minutes or less for non-pre-check passengers and 10 minutes or less for pre-check passengers.
But most travelers are expected to drive, a record 71.7 million. That's over 1 million more than last year.
It's important to know when the peak congestion periods will be, which AAA anticipates will be Tuesday afternoon and Wednesday afternoon, between the hours of 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. The key is to avoid those afternoon rush hour commute times when people heading home from work are mixing on the roads with travelers heading in and out of town.
One bright spot for road warriors, gas prices are lower compared to last year, and the average price per gallon could dip below $3 by Thanksgiving.
And millions of travelers from coast to coast will also have to contend with some dicey winter storms. Those are already hitting the Pacific Northwest and Northern California, expected to hit the rest of the country later this week. Jerika?
Chanel Call, thank you. Well, there's a safety recall to tell you about tonight involving more than 240,000 electric vehicles. Amid the risk, they could lose power while being driven. The affected EVs include some Hyundais, Genesis, and Kia models going back to 2022. A faulty control unit is to blame. Owners will be notified by mail in the coming weeks.